What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to watch the tape of Tyler Smith and really break down what makes this guy arguably the best guard in the NFL. Very excited for this film breakdown. We're going to go over about 7 or 8 different plays, maybe a few more, really just get into why I think this guy's a special football player. And it's really plays like this. And this play is not special because of the block. Although the block in itself is an incredible block. But what makes this play special is who he's doing this against. Kenny Clark is probably the best run defender in the NFL. If he's not the best, he's one of the best. And he's a well-respected defensive tackle. And for Tyler Smith to be able to do what he just did on this play, at least in my opinion, is very special, right? The fact that he's able to jump out to the left against the guy in the 3 technique, the fact that he gets the left arm on him, he really flips the hips the way he does. And the fact that he has the pure power to just stop this guy in his tracks is absolutely special. And these are the type of plays that you see on tape pretty much every single week by Tyler Smith. Again, very excited for this one. Let's just get right into it. Now, of course, I think the one thing with Tyler Smith you do have to keep in mind is the guy is physical and he is strong as hell. And he puts people into the ground. And that's obviously one of the things you're going to see play in, play out. You got plays like this where he absolutely crushes people downfield. And this is part of why Tyler Smith has, in my opinion, went viral on social media. It's why people love this guy so much. It's because of that physicality he plays with. It's that nastiness. And this is the type of stuff that I'd say 99% of guys don't do. Right? Tyler Smith literally makes contact with people. And it's not like it's bad technique, right? Like he plays with really solid technique. Now on this one here, you see that he's going to get his hands on the defensive tackle, push him upfield, and then look at him turn around. And then try to get downfield and make a block. And I guess he does technically make a block. But to me, just the fact that he actually has the quickness, he has the footwork to get downfield. He's able to actually pick off one of these guys that's coming down here. I don't know exactly who that is. But to me, just a really nice job making contact and absolutely crushing him. But there's so many plays like this on tape. Take this next one right here as an example. Tyler Smith's going to absolutely crush Fred Warner on this one. An all-pro linebacker, a guy that weighs 230 pounds, a guy who some people say is the best linebacker in the game, and you see Tyler Smith just straight up toss this guy out of there. People just don't realize like how incredible of a block this is, like how strong you have to be and to toss him like this. All right, look at how Tyler Smith locks in with Fred Warner, and then just look at the angle that Warner ends up getting tossed. All right, to me, this is such a beautiful job by Tyler Smith, and honestly, I don't even really care the fact that he put Fred Warner into the ground. To me, it's just the fact that he climbs up to the linebacker the way he does. He cuts him off. He gets out in front of him. And just the grip strength he has to be able to keep the hands on Warner. Because on this one, technically, if you guys look at this, Fred Warner not only has the left hand in here, but he has the ability to get over the top. And just the way Tyler Smith is going to catch him with the left hand right there. See that left hand kind of come underneath. And then he has the grip strength to keep a hold on Warner. And he just absolutely tosses this guy. I mean, to me, this is such a beautiful block by Tyler Smith. You got another absolutely physical play once again by Tyler Smith. He's going to pull out on this one. He's going to make contact with the defensive end. He's going to crush this guy. I mean, to me, it does not get better than that one. The play picked up about 8 yards. But again, just the technique, the footwork, how he gets out of his stance, how he makes contact. And the fact that as a defensive end, what do you do on this play? Like, do you try to take the inside as Tyler Smith's coming at you? Do you try jumping to the outside and maybe give up more room? Maybe the running back's able to pick up more yards because of that. Or do you try to stop a guard in his tracks? Which is probably the way most guys are going to try to take this play on. Especially if you're trying to stop this play. But I mean, Tyler Smith, man, when he comes at you, he's quick, he's strong, he's physical. Great technique. You can see Tyler Smith ends up getting low. He matches from a leverage standpoint as low as the linebacker ultimately is on this one. And you just see him crush this defensive end. Just a really nice job once again being physical. Now, of course, with that last play, you guys saw Tyler Smith pick off a linebacker in Fred Warner. This is definitely one of his strengths. One of the things Tyler Smith does a great job at is double teaming and then climbing. And not every linebacker does a good job at that. Right? Some linebackers don't have the footwork. Some guys aren't quick enough to be able to double and climb. Tyler Smith, arguably his best ability is his ability to move people at the point of attack and then have the quickness and the footwork and the mental processing to actually climb. Right? And I know this looks super simple, especially if you're a Cowboys fan. You've had such great guards and interior offensive linemen in the past 10 to 15 years. But this stuff's not normal, right? You go watch another NFL team. Most guards are not going to double team the way he does here with the center. that double team actually moves this guy. You can see the nose actually ends up getting moved based off the double team there. And then not only is that guy moved out of the spot, now the center is able to actually hook him. And you can see he's able to climb up to the second level. And with that, you can basically just see the lane develop right underneath that. So again, just a really good job double teaming and climbing. And again, it's one of the things that really sticks out when you watch Tyler Smith's tape. Right? All the little things that you want to watch in an offensive lineman, Smith does it at a very, very, very high level. And again, here's just another one. This one's going to be going up against Jonathan Allen, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. You're going to see Tyler Smith pass this guy off to the center. This play does not work without what Tyler Smith essentially does here. He gets his hands on this guy. He makes sure that the center here is able to actually fully overtake this defensive tackle. Because if Tyler Smith just releases upfield and just goes straight to number 47 here, what's going to end up happening is the D tackle has the leverage right now on the center. The center is not going to be able to flip the hips. He's not going to be able to get out over here, which would essentially allow the running back to hit this lane. Because you can see the D tackle right now has the leverage. So the fact that Tyler Smith fully gets the hands into this guy, that right there allows the center to overtake the block. And that right there allows this play to work. This play does not work without what Tyler Smith ultimately ends up doing on this play. But again, it's the double and climb that really sticks out. The linebacker on this one obviously jumps to the inside, and you guys see that Tyler Smith is fast enough that after he double teams, as he's climbing to the linebacker, if the linebacker wants to move off his spot, if the linebacker wants to start initially going to the outside, and if the linebacker thinks he's going to be able to get past Tyler Smith by just quickly jumping to the inside the way he tries here, that's not going to work. Tyler Smith is very, very, very quick. So you can see Tyler Smith with the right hand here catch the linebacker as the linebacker's trying to go to the inside. And as soon as he catches him, the linebacker's not going to have the ability to make the play. Smith's going to flip the hips. Just a beautiful job by a really, really good offensive lineman. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. You got one more play here where Tyler Smith's going to do a great job with the double team and climb. And the thing that sticks out to me about this play here specifically is that the linebackers actually shift pre-snap. So when the linebackers shift pre-snap, what that means is if you're a guard, you don't know who to block exactly, right? You're processing all this in real time. So we can slow this down in half speed and we can see kind of what happens pre-snap. But right now, Tyler Smith is thinking, I'm going to make the double team here. If the defensive tackle slants my way, I'll take him. If not, I have to climb up to the second level. He'd assume it's probably going to be this guy, but based off the shift, he has to process all that, right? So those are little things he has to realize. And again, I love the fact that he doesn't only get hands on the guy here, but he literally helps the center who, in my opinion, is in a losing spot right now. In my opinion, Tyler Biadasz here is getting controlled by the defensive tackle in front of him. And if Tyler Smith does not double team the way he does, the center's going to lose the block. But again, Tyler Smith's going to double team. He's going to push this guy. And you can see the movement that actually happens. Like, you can literally watch it happen. The D tackle goes from controlling Tyler Biadasz to Tyler Smith flipping the script. And now Tyler Biadasz is in a winning spot. And of course, you see Smith also ends up climbing over to the linebackers, which is another element within this play, right? So you get the shift happen. The fact that Tyler Smith is able to double push the guy out and then realize where the linebacker is, and you see the linebacker make a sudden move to the inside right there, Tyler Smith still is able to make the adjustments. He's still able to catch this guy with the left hand. He's able to punch it. The hand lands. He catches him. And the play should have picked up more yards than it ultimately did. We're going to actually switch focus here. And I want you guys to watch the left tackle try to climb on the 3 technique here. So Chuma Edoga, pretty simple block. All you have to do is just get out in front of this guy and seal him off. A backside reach block, he's not going to be able to do it. And I'll show you guys this play because we're going to switch focus. And in the next clip, I'm going to show you guys, Tyler Smith is going to actually reach guys. And you'll see the proper way to do it. So again, Chuma Edoga does not do a good job. You guys can see it in real time. And I'm going to show you guys a couple plays where Tyler Smith does a phenomenal job reaching. In fact, I'd make the argument that outside of double teaming and climbing, reach blocks probably his other massive strength that Tyler Smith has. And Smith has a lot of strengths. But you see this next play here, and you just see how well he does this. How much of an impact this actually has on this play as well. Without Tyler Smith's block on this one, the play does not work. This play does not pick up the yards that it picks up. If Tyler Smith is unable to climb to the second level, obviously the linebacker does line up on the line of scrimmage. I don't know if that actually makes it easier in terms of Smith getting there or not, but just the fact that he's able to get out in front of 49, right? The fact that he's able to get to the left side of this guy, and he's able to stop this guy from being able to get there because 49 is responsible for getting over the top. He's responsible that when this running back takes this ball, just think about what is kind of happening up front here. You have a guy here that's trying to hold the block. The running back is going to have to cut it underneath that because of the guy ultimately taking the outside away. And the running back's going to have to cut this once again to the right side of his blocker here. And if 49 is able to get over the top, he makes this play before it picks up more than 4 or 5 yards. But because of what Tyler Smith ultimately does here, he stops this guy from getting to the running back. So this play is going to pick up 22 yards. So again, just a really, really nice job by Tyler Smith to be able to climb. But again, this is a strength of his. So there's multiple plays like this on tape. You got another really, really nice job reaching, just getting right in front of number 56 here. Once again, just a great overall rep, being able to get out in front of a guy. And this play right here works because of Tyler Smith. Now, you can reach on both zone and power runs. It's mainly used for the zone scheme, but in this instance, it's a power run. You're going to see Tyron Smith pull out in front, which indicates this is a power. But the backside guys all have reaches, and you see Tyler Smith's going to have to reach on 56. But just a really, really nice job once again, getting out in front, flipping the hips. And we saw those plays earlier on in this video against Kenny Clark. He literally did the same exact thing against Kenny Clark, where he's able to reach and flip the hips. And again, it's a part of what makes this guy such a special football player. It's a part of what makes this guy, in my opinion, the best guard in the NFL. Alrighty guys, before we end the video here, I do want to just take a couple of minutes to talk about Tyler Smith's pass protection. I think it's something we have to talk about this past season. He only gave up 1 sack. Generally speaking, phenomenal pass blocker. He could work on his technique a little bit. He can work on his footwork a little bit. He can develop some more pass blocking advanced moves like snatching and ghost moves and those type of things, which he does do, but I think he can continue to develop it more. But the guy is already a phenomenal football player, and you get so many plays like this. On this one here, he's going to go up against 2 Pro Bowl caliber players. He's going to end up taking Devontae Wyatt, who I think is one of the better D tackles. He's going to pass him off to the center. And when he passes him off, he doesn't let the D tackle get a free shot at the center, because that's essentially what a defensive line game is trying to do. This guy is trying to get a free shot on the center. You can see the center here take a step back as well. That's to make sure he can avoid getting blindsided by the D tackle. But more than that, Tyler Smith definitely passes this guy off properly. He pushes him, makes sure that the center's not in a bad spot. He comes back around, gets his hands on Kenny Clark as well. To me, this is just such a great job by Tyler Smith. Just the overall rep. This is exactly how you design this play. As a coach, when you're talking it through with your offensive line, of how to handle the games. Again, just a really, really nice job. But there's a ton of plays like this on tape. Let's go ahead and get into the next snap. You got another one here. He's going to do a great job processing the defensive line game. He's going to end up switching here with the center. Just a really, really good job keeping the quarterback clean. This one play right here was 3rd and 4. You're going to pick up 31 yards. Great job by CeeDee Lamb. But again, just a really nice job once again by Smith, right? I love the fact that he fully passes off the defensive tackle. He doesn't give the defensive tackle a free shot at his center. He pushes him, makes sure the center can see it, and then he gets off the block, gets to the other guy, and he ends up shutting it down. Just a really, really nice job once again. So I want to just show you guys really quickly what allows Tyler Smith to have so much success in pass pro. So obviously you guys know Tyler Smith's super, super strong. Right? He's very strong. He has a great grip, and he has the strength behind it, right? And part of what makes him so strong is just the way he ends up latching onto guys. So one of the things you're going to see with Tyler Smith is the right hand is going to end up landing to the inside chest. The left hand's going to latch to the outside shoulder right there. So that right there is what allows Tyler Smith to have so much success, right? It's the way his hands land. It's the way he's able to latch. And he has the strength where if he gets the hands on you the way he does here, you're not going to be able to break it. He's very, very strong. Great upper body strength, great lower body strength. Tyler Smith doesn't really need to improve a whole lot as he goes forward. One of the improvements I do think he has to make, and it's really not that big of a deal, is just get quicker with the feet and just continue to develop the feet, right? You will see that this guy's strong and he's able to hold his own, but sometimes he does get off balance, as you see right here. Really not a big deal, but I do want to just kind of point that out. Let's go ahead and get into the next snap. Now, on that last snap, I talked a little bit about Tyler Smith and kind of how the hands land. It's very, very important to be able to get your hands the way they ultimately landed on the last one, especially against power. It's such a key part. This one right here was 3rd and 2. You got the 13-yard touchdown to CeeDee Lamb. But watch the hands once again with Tyler Smith. The left hand is once again going to land on the shoulder. The right hand is once again going to land to the inside, and he's going to try to drop the anchor. Now, it doesn't work too well on this one. Obviously, Jordan Davis is a lot bigger than most people. But again, Tyler Smith is the type of person that has the power, and he definitely has the hand placement and technique down in pass pro, especially where the hands end up landing, and it does allow him to have success, right? So to me, just a really, really nice job right here by Tyler Smith with the hand placement. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Now, Tyler Smith is obviously in his second season, and in his first season on the Eagles is obviously Jalen Carter. This is going to be one of the matchups that I'm going to look forward to for a really, really long time. I think Tyler Smith definitely got the best of Jalen Carter this past season. I think it's going to be interesting to watch how Carter takes the year 2 leap and just kind of how Tyler Smith takes the year 3 leap, and just to continue to watch these guys as they continue going forward in their career. Now, I watched every single snap, Tyler Smith versus Jalen Carter, and Smith pretty much won all of them. I think there may have been like 1 or 2 snaps like this one here where Carter was able to push Tyler Smith back, but Smith does do a pretty good job kind of staying in front of it. The quarterback obviously gets the ball out. It is 3rd and 4, so it's a quick passing situation. I think Tyler Smith probably got that as well. But generally speaking, Tyler Smith did a great job against Carter. And of course, I just wanted to state that because I know some people are posting out there saying that Jalen Carter got the better of Tyler Smith. I don't think that happened this past season. In my opinion, Tyler Smith is a real weapon for the Dallas Cowboys. This guy is such a great player all around. I recently heard Mike Solari talking about Tyler Smith, saying that he can definitely improve, he can definitely get better. And I do agree with that. I think every player in the NFL can get better, no matter what year you're in. You can improve little things within your technique, but let's not get those words twisted. Tyler Smith is probably the best guard in the NFL. And the crazy thing is Tyler Smith literally just turned 23 years old, literally just a month ago. 23 years old a month ago, he's the best guard in the NFL. Think about what this guy will be in maybe like 2 or 3 years as he continues to develop the little things within his technique, as he gets more advanced with the ghost move and those type of things. Maybe he starts slingshotting and snatching a little bit more. Just think about the upside that Tyler Smith could have one day in the future. I think there's a chance Tyler Smith becomes a Hall of Fame guard. I think that's how great this guy can become. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of Tyler Smith's second season in the NFL. If you did, consider subscribing. We will be covering the Cowboys this season. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time with another video.